Senior Isaiah Negron is back at it with his poetry. Tomorrow he's hosting his event Unscripted from 10:30 to 2:30 in the Little Theater. I'm here with Isaiah Negron to ask a couple of questions about the event. So can you tell us a little bit about the event, when it's taking place, who can participate and such?
Yeah, so the event is Saturday tomorrow at 10:30, and usually check-in is about 10 o'clock, 10:15 for the poets. And so what's going to happen is just people are going to come in through the main entrance of the school, entrance 4, and they're just going to go straight to the Little Theater. Once they check in with me, we're going to have a workshop, and then we're going to have a slam portion of this event, and we're just going to have a fun time.
What's going to take place in this workshop?
So I wrote out a whole prompt for the students, and so I'm going to kind of present them the prompt. We're going to read a poem together. We're going to dissect the poem, and then I'm going to ask them questions based on the poem and the content of the poem, and then they're going to have to write something based on what they came up with out of the poem.
So what kind of inspired you to host Unscripted and to put all this work into it?
Absolutely. So Unscripted was actually an idea that came up out of nowhere, actually. So it was just like, I did open mics here at the school before, but Unscripted was going to be different. I wanted it to be big. I wanted it to be something where schools can come together, not just local, in one school kind of a thing. So I wanted to spread it community-wide. And so usually Louder Than a Bomb is the season for all of us poets. We look at it as like our main season. We train for the season. We get ready for it. And then there's not really like a post-season, but there's like pre-season. So there's like slams before to prepare us for LTAB. So I wanted to create a post-season kind of slam and workshop for the students and the poets to come and just showcase their work. And it's like a continuation to like, hey, we're going to summer and you shouldn't stop writing. And this is like to push you forward into something new, into a new season. And so they should not stop writing, even though it is summer. So.
Can you tell me what you had to go through to make this event concrete and actually happen?
Yeah, it was a lot of work. So I came out with a template. I had to write everything word for word. So my vision, what the event was going to look like, who was going to participate in this, who am I going to reach out to. I needed sponsors. I needed what kind of things did I need as far as equipment. Did I need lights? Did I need microphones? And so I had to write all that out. Then I had to share that with Mr. Pacucci, and then he helped me get everything ready. So he kind of reached out to the people in the department, so like theater department, and so they're kind of getting everything ready for us as well. And so, and then I had to meet with the board, so I wanted to share with them, this is what's going on, and they actually got me with interviews, like with local newspapers and such like that to help publicize the event that's going on.
What kind of obstacles did you have to overcome during this preparation?
Well, originally this was going to be a team-oriented event, meaning teams from each school, each poetry team was going to come and compete against each other. But we realized that even though it's after the season, it's hard for teams to come like together because everyone has their own separate schedules. So what had to happen was I had to change it from team slam to an individual slam. We call it indie slam. And so indie is just like the poets are going to come individually and slam against each other one-on-one. Do you know what I'm saying? And so it's going to be the same thing. Same rules, same everything. The only thing is that it's not team, so it's not a group piece or anything. It's just all individual poets going against each other.
So what inspired you to actually do this and put in all this time and effort?
Honestly, writing is my life. Honestly, just being on the stage, just talking with people, creating conversation not just one-on-one, but locally, it is so important. And so I wanted to bring a conversation to the community. I want to bring conversation to the world. And I want them to know that there are so many things going on in this world, in our lives as youth, that we need to speak about it, because if we stay silent, nothing is going to ever change. And so it really inspired me to say, I want to work with youth. I want to work with people and come together and kind of rewrite the narrative that has been broken for so long in our generation. So when we come together and unify our stories, we rewrite it together. And when we're unified and come to this conclusion of our artistic talents together, we can do so much more than if we were just separate. So that was really my main influence for this event, is that I wanted to give the voice to the kids, for the kids that have been silenced for so long, for the kids that don't have the opportunity to speak, for the kids who maybe their parents or their family members won't listen to them. This is a platform for them to say, here's your voice, it's for you, you do it,
Lastly, why do you think that people should either attend this event or should even participate in it?
Yeah, this event, it's also to have fun. At LTAP, at Louder Than a Bomb, we learn to just, the point isn't the points, the point is the poetry. We're not here to compete to see who's the best. We're here to just really appreciate each other's culture, to appreciate each other's styles of writing. And so you should come not only to just hear other people's stories, but to get an idea of what the things people go through. you know? Because a lot of people sometimes they feel like no one understands my story. Well, maybe someone else has your story. You just have been a little shy to share it. So if you come here to this event, you're gonna hear so many different aspects, so many different stories and perspectives on different situations, whether it be political or emotional, and you're gonna realize that we're all similar in some sort of way, shape, or form. And so when you come to this event, you're gonna feel at home, you're gonna feel around a group of writers that are just all trying to do one common goal, and that's to change the world. And so that's why you should come, is that when you wanna be part of something big, to change the world, to change your culture, to change your community, this is where it starts. It starts with you, and it starts with you coming to the event. So, yeah.
Thank you so much. It was really nice speaking to you.
No problem.